Fjord. As darkness takes your mind, dreamless like most, you await the emptiness of sleep to carry you to the day. Your sense of body fades, but your mind and the dark linger. Minutes, hours, days, time loses real sense and meaning. But you're conscious for it, and that is almost maddening in that split second or endless stretch of experience that you're currently unable to express. And as the time passes, the air grows colder around you. The faint shimmer of shifting midnight blue, muted and distant, now showing endless depth before you, rippling. You begin to flail about, your senses returning with the dropping temperature, but there is resistance to your limbs as you push in the space around you. You're sluggish. There's force. It's not air. It's water. You suddenly feel the burning pain in your lungs as your breath fights to escape you, but you hold tight. You seize and swim in desperation, choosing any direction, but the shimmering blue is directionless. There is no up, there is no down. It's just depth. Movement. The universal shadows dance as one, right to left. With a speed that pulls you along with the current, you feel yourself being jostled as it shifts again to the left to right, around behind you. You find yourself toppling head over end, eventually coming to rest again. You spiral over and over again, the darkness swallowing you, tightening around you as this kind of dance, this shape, this endless coil, this spiral around you. As the current tugs at you, battering you, you cannot fight anymore as the increased power of the current pulls on your form. You cough, and the freezing waters rush into your body, the briny taste of salt water stinging your insides. Your wincing eyes open, with the pain that clutches the interior of your chest, only to see a gargantuan mass moving through the water around you, like a massive noose closing in. The pain in your chest vanishes as your breathing normalizes. Thicker than air, but breathable all the same. It feels strange, yet weirdly familiar. In that moment, yellow light bursts before you in the shape of an enormous yellow eye. An impossibly low tone rumbles through the waters around you, shaking you to the core like an organic war horn the size of a canyon. The eye narrows as the tone grows stronger. A thought enters your mind, a jumble of emotions that your brain attempts to make sense of until a word congeals into the center of your consciousness. Watching. And the eye just looks at you. Waiting, expectantly.
What are you?
Watching.
Watching me?
The eye kind of opens a bit and leans closer towards you. Potential.
My potential? What are you asking of me?
Learn.
Learn? Would you have me learn?
Learn. Grow. Provoke. Consume.
Learn, grow, provoke, consume. I don't understand.
reward.
A reward for this. I'm listening.
Patience. The eye closes, and the light is gone. You feel the darkness and the cold completely suffuse your entire world as the panic and solitude, the true quiet of your unconsciousness begins to take hold. At that moment, you gasp for breath, and your eyes open, coughing and sputtering in the morning air. Suddenly, without warning, he suddenly shoots up from his sleep, his eyes wide, and as he opens his mouth, begins coughing and spitting water up.
Oh. Oh no, he's injured.
Fjord!
Heal him.
Have I ever seen this happen to him before?
Can you speak?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, you look it.
I'm fine.
You just spit a lot of water out and you were sleeping. Was it fine?
Yeah, no,
Get it out, big guy.
It was like a sizable glass filled with water.
I'm gonna do something very weird. I'm going to walk over and dampen my hand on the water on his chest really quickly, and
Ew.
Okay.
what?
It's
Ew, it's probably...
it's briny and salty.
huh?
Why are you drinking salt water?
You don't know that.
Oh. Why are you drinking salt water?
Jeez, Fjord, that's a lot of drool.
Yeah,
Does it taste like stomach acid? Because that's gross, man.
yeah, no, I think it was just
Only one way to find out.
reflux.
Reflux.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
his
just
hand?
like a mama bird. Just everybody have some of what I puked up. It's
I
all
don't,
good.
but I want to make an insight check. He's
That's
talking
weird,
about
isn't it?
acid reflux
That's
and just spit a
weird.
bunch of water out.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Yeah, okay. That's that's 22.
Yeah, I don't think it was acid reflux.
You taste like a semen.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Tasty.
I want to shake. I want to shake your hand, but at the same time, I want to smash it.
I've never been more proud of my wife.
Wow.
That's not normal.
What happened, Fjord?
Sorry, I had
Shits to me.
Seems like he's covering some confusion, or at least trying to deflect.
I had a dream. I'm sorry. A vivid one. Just kind of shook me to my core a little bit. That's all. I'll be fine. Really, it's not a common thing.
As the sleep takes you, and the darkness of your dream state alleviates you of the stress of the day, your aching muscles turning numb, your physical form and consciousness now removed and aimless in this dark space. You look down at your hand, and there you see clasped in your grip the somewhat hooked and curved blade that you had recently bound with. In your grasp, you swing it and slowly inspect it as you do. As you swirl the blade around in your hand, it almost has a trail around it. And as you hold it coldly in your grasp, this yellow light suddenly emerges in front of you as a familiar, large, yellow eye now looks upon you. And a voice fills you, directionless. Consume. And you glance at the blade and back at the eye, and the voice again says, Consume. What do you do?
Consume. Oh God, am I gonna try and swallow the sword?
What do you do, Fjord?
It's a large blade, right?
It's about like this wide in places. It comes out and kind of arcs and curves, and it's got kind of jagged edges on it.
I don't know what you mean, consume. Fuck it. I'll turn the blade over and, like, keeping my eyes on the big eye, I'll bring it up to my mouth and open it.
It's cold to the touch of your tongue. The blade completely absent of any temperature.
And
As you begin to force it down your gullet, you feel the edge of the blade hit the back of your throat, and the moment of pain hits you as it begins to cut through your flesh. But at that point, this kind of ravenous hunger begins to build on the inside of your stomach, and though the pain tells you to pull away, you continue to just force the blade down. As you pull it down from hilt, you feel the blood kind of burble up in the back of your throat and spill out of your chin, but you continue to push it until the entirety of the blade is consumed within your throat. You close your eyes for a moment and look up at the eye once more, and the voice returns to fill, reverberating around you. The pain subsides, and it says, "Good." The eye closes. The lid, completely cutting off the source. The cold, the liquid, the water around you, the sense of being under the ocean again begins to whisk you away. Some sort of heavy current begins to pull you from behind, and you reach out, trying to grasp for any sort of hand or foothold, but yet you have nothing to hold on to. And as you feel yourself being dragged into this endless abyss, the dream comes to an end. You wake up. Everyone else is kind of asleep in the area. No one seems to have been woken up from your presence.
anything on my hands?
Nothing in your hands, no.
No, wipe my mouth.
Wipe your mouth. There's a little bit of blood right there across your hand.
Can I try and summon the sword?
You do, and as you summon it, there before you is not the Waste Hunter blade, but the falchion, now returned to grasp, but with a strange, more hooked and jagged appearance to it. It seems that the essence of this pact has consumed the weapon you had bound with and made it one with the falchion that you made this pact with oath so long ago.
I try and keep my... Make it disappear again. Has anybody woken up, or any eyes open at all?
At the moment, no.
I'll lay back down and go to sleep.
All right.